Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English Podcast Storytelling. This podcast is for learners who want to understand English clearly and use it confidently in daily life. Here, we learn English slowly. We learn English calmly. We do not feel pressure. You do not need perfect English here. You only need patience and a little practice every day. Today's lesson is very important for talking about the past. Today's topic is was and were. If you feel confused about was and were, do not worry. By the end of this episode, you will understand it clearly. Please relax. Listen carefully. You can pause the podcast anytime. Part 1. Understanding time, present and past. Before learning was and were, we need to understand time. English has 3 main times: present, past, and future. Today, we are talking about the past. The past means yesterday, last night, last week, last year, a long time ago. If something already happened, we talk about it using the past. Was and were help us talk about the past. Part 2. What are was and were? Was and were are past forms of am, is, and are. Let's look at the present tense first. I am happy. She is at home. He is busy. They are tired. We are ready. Now, let's change these sentences to the past. I was happy. She was at home. He was busy. They were tired. We were ready. So remember this clearly. Am becomes was. Is becomes was. Are becomes were. This is the base rule. Part 3. Using was in detail. We use was with I, he, she, it. Let's practice slowly. I was tired yesterday. I was nervous before the exam. I was happy last night. She was late for work. She was very kind to me. She was at home yesterday. He was busy in the morning. He was angry yesterday. He was sick last week. It was cold last night. It was very hot yesterday. It was a good day. When you see words like yesterday, last night, last week, last month, you should think about the past. And when you talk about the past, you use was or were. Part 4. Using were in detail. Now let's talk about were. We use were with you, we, they. Let's practice with examples. You were busy yesterday. You were very helpful. You were late for class. We were at the market. We were tired after work. We were happy together. They were at home last night. They were students. They were nervous before the test. Simple rule again. I, he, she, it use was. You, we, they use were. Repeat this rule in your mind. Part 5. Was, were in daily life situations. Now let's see how we use was and were in real daily life. At home. I was at home last night. My father was tired. My mother was busy. The house was quiet. We were together. At school. I was late for class. The teacher was kind. The class was interesting. We were ready for the exam. They were my classmates. At work or office. I was busy in the morning. My boss was friendly. The meeting was long. We were late. They were helpful. These sentences are very common. You can use them every day. Part 6. Negative sentences with was and were. Now let's learn how to make negative sentences. To make a negative sentence, we add not. Examples. I was not tired. She was not angry. He was not at home. It was not cold. We were not late. You were not wrong. They were not ready. In spoken English, we usually use short forms. Was not becomes wasn't. Were not becomes weren't. Examples with short forms. I wasn't tired. She wasn't busy. He wasn't angry. It wasn't easy. We weren't late. You weren't wrong. They weren't at home. Short forms are very common in conversation. Part 7. Asking questions with was and were. Now let's learn how to ask questions. To make a question, we put was or were at the beginning of the sentence. Examples. Was she tired? Was he busy? Was it cold yesterday? Were you busy? Were we late? Were they at home? Answering questions is easy. Short answers. Yes, I was. No, I wasn't. Yes, we were. No, we weren't. Listen carefully. Question. Was she tired? Answer. Yes, she was. Question. Were they late? Answer. No, they weren't. Part 8. Common mistakes learners make. Many learners make small mistakes. Incorrect. I were tired. Correct. I was tired. Incorrect. She were happy. Correct. She was happy. Incorrect. They was busy. Correct. They were busy. Always check the subject first. Who are you talking about? I, he, she, it use was. You, we, they use were. Part 9. Practice section. Speak slowly. Now let's practice together. Say these sentences slowly. I was happy yesterday. She was at home. He was tired. It was cold. We were busy. You were late. They were ready. Now try negative sentences. I wasn't angry. She wasn't busy. We weren't late. They weren't at home. Pause the podcast and repeat these sentences aloud. Part 10. Short Practice Story. Listen to this short story. Yesterday was a busy day. I was at work all day. My friend was tired. We were very busy. In the evening, we were at home. The weather was cold. We were happy to rest. This is how we use was and were in real stories. Ending. Now you understand was and were more clearly. Remember, English is not about speed. English is about understanding. Practice a little every day. Speak slowly. Do not fear mistakes.